Did you know, feeling me down, begging for more? I was near the ground. I didn't know, holding me tight, looking at the shore. I was not your sound, baby, get downtown. Baby, get downtown. Baby, get downtown.
Weights before dates, shirts available at teamtrophyseek.com.
What's happening, guys? So it is Friday. I don't even know the date today. It is the Friday before you see this video, and it's been about a week since I hurt my back, and surprisingly my back is getting significantly better pretty fast. However, with that being said, it's still not anywhere near actually getting under the bar to do some squats or do some deadlifts or anything like that. In fact, today was the first time that I was able to bench with my minimal arch that I had to begin with, but Monday and Wednesday I benched but with a real flat back just because I couldn't arch without pain. Today I was able to arch pain-free, so that is obviously progress. That's obviously a good thing. So on that note, that's better, and it's amazing how much better the bench press goes when you have an arch. I was getting almost crushed earlier with lighter weights, and now today I did 275 for sets of 2, and they went really well with that arch. In terms of lower body stuff, trying to keep up and do the best I can with what I've got. So what I've basically been doing this week is some leg pressing, some split squats on the Smith machine, and like BFR work, like curls and hamstrings, and some hip thrusts. Just try to kind of keep up the movements the best I can and just do what I can to try to keep at least as much as I possibly can, so by the time I am ready to return to squats and deadlifts, I'll have at least a little bit better base and foundation and something to work with. So I don't know how much carryover there's going to be and how well it's going to work, but obviously it's a hell of a lot better than doing absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Today I did try to go a little bit heavier with the leg presses, but I wasn't able to do so. So I was hoping to do something that would be a heavier stimulus around maybe like 5s, around like an 8 or 9 RPE, but when I tried to do that, it was a little too much on the back. It was like, I couldn't, since I can't really brace very well, and just trying to stabilize, it just didn't feel comfortable, so I didn't think it was safe. So I dropped it down, did more sets of like 10 to 12-ish, and went from there. And yeah, I'll just keep doing what I can. It's not a whole lot, but you know, I'm bound and determined to do everything I can to get to nationals this year and get that done, and then still absolutely 100% planning on getting into physique after that, and I'm very much excited about it. I actually honestly kind of want to just jump into it now, but again, like I said in my last video, I gotta go through with this, and I gotta get through nationals. I need to do everything I can to get there, perform the best I can on that day. Probably won't be a very pretty total, but that's all right. I just got to do the best I can, and I'll be happy with that, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm hoping after another week I'll be able to at least do some light squatting and deadlifting, but I just am not sure at this point. It could be a couple weeks out yet. I'm going to take as much time as I need to. I'm not going to rush it. I just feel like I keep hurting it, and then it gets better, and then I hurt it, and it gets better, and I just feel like I just need to give it that time that it needs to get to 100%. Even if it feels better, I got to make sure that it's totally better first. So that's the plan. I will keep you guys updated on how things are going, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks.